Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. How are you all? Samaj International Chemistry Basics lecture number 14. I hope you are all enjoying this series. Let's have a quick recap. How many topics we have discussed? The concept of science, chemistry, matter, particles, type of particles, elements, compounds, makeup of things, and chemical formulas. I think chemical formulas, chemical bond, sorry, not chemical formula, chemical bond and electronic configuration. Got it? And in our last video, lecture number 13, we discussed the very important concept of shells, subshells, and orbitals. Now, I would like to start my lecture with a question: why atoms unite? Why atoms unite? A very simple question is starting with this: why atoms unite? Definitely, the unification of atoms is necessary for making up a molecule, a formula, unit, or a covalent structure. Covalent structure. What are these three things? Covalent network or covalent structure? Covalent network. Covalent network. Molecule, formula unit, and covalent network. One thing is clear from all these three words, that this is actually a combination of atoms. This is also a combination of atoms, but in a different way. And this covalent network is also a combination, but in a different way. These three things are actually a combination of atoms in which atoms combine. But why? Which thing is compelling them to get unite and make a molecule or formula unit or covalent network? One thing is clear, that this, what is this? This is a marker, and this marker is matter, and every matter is made up of particles. Got it? So, formula unit, molecule, or covalent network, all these things can be considered as particles. Can be considered. There is a difference, a bit difference, but can be considered. But so marker is a matter, and marker is made up of particles. I am talking about these particles, these molecules. Suppose these molecules, this marker is made up of molecules. The marker is made up of molecules, and the molecules are made up of atoms. Again, the surprising question, the interesting question: which thing compel atoms to get unite and make molecule, and which thing compel the molecules to get unite and make this marker? There is something, I think, there is something which is actually compelling, right? Are you getting me? There is something actually which is compelling these molecules to get unite, and within these molecules atoms are there, and there was something actually which was compelling these atoms to get unite and make molecules, and there was something which was compelling these molecules to get unite and make this marker. So, in a simple wording, this marker is actually a combination of these molecules, and the molecules are further The combination of atoms. Okay, fine. Which thing? Very simple answer. Force. Force. The force of attraction. The force of attraction is compelling these molecules to get unite. And the force of attraction is compelling these atoms to get united and make molecule. This force of attraction is called chemical bond. Okay, fine. But my question was not like that. My question was something else. I need your attention right now. I am about to give you a big concept. A really big concept of this universe. Did you know? What is that concept? The concept of balanced state. The concept of balanced state. The concept of balanced state. Balanced state concept. Balanced state concept. A huge concept. The balanced state concept. If something is in a balanced state, it works properly. If something is in a balanced state, or you can call it a neutral state, it works properly. For example, the solar system. The solar system. All the planets are revolving around the sun. Okay, fine. They are properly revolving around the sun. Got it? It is not happening that sometime they are revolving around the sun or some other time they do not revolve around the sun, isn't it? It simply means there is a balanced state in our solar system. Everything is happening accordingly, right? So there is a balanced state. Now come to in our daily life. What do you say about rain system? The flowing of air, the raining, the snowing, the weathers, winter, summer, autumn, all these weathers are coming and going. What is this? This is all happening in a balanced state. This is a balanced state of our life. And there is a balanced state between the distance between sun and our earth. There is a balanced state too. This is the sun and this is the earth. Earth is revolving around the sun in a balanced state or neutral state. Why? Because if this earth goes away a bit from the sun, we will die with freezing. If this earth comes near the sun, we will die again just because of burning, just because of the scorching heat of the sun. So this is in a balanced state. Our earth is revolving around the sun in a balanced state. Got it? This is a neutral state. A neutral state or balanced state in which something is happening properly. Got it? Now come to our discussion. This molecule. But again, going to tell you the definition or the reason why these molecules are uniting or getting united, I would like to ask a question, another question. If suppose this balanced state is disturbed, suppose if you disturb this balanced state, what would happen? The next state definitely would be unbalanced state. Unbalanced state. Unbalanced state. Now there are two states, the balanced state and the unbalanced state. Sometimes the planets are revolving around the sun, but sometimes they do not revolve around the sun. So this is not a balanced state, this is an unbalanced state. Then what would happen? if our solar system comes in an unbalanced state, suppose naturally, did you know naturally what would happen? Naturally, what would happen naturally? Some forces are there. Some forces are there. Naturally, some forces are there which have a task to recover this unbalanced state into a balanced state. I am repeating again. There are some forces which have the task, which have the job, which have the function, which have the duty to recover again this unbalanced state into this balanced state. It happens in our nature. Naturally, it happens. That's why the system of life is going on our earth. Got it? So, molecule in molecules are getting unite and making up of this marker. Force is responsible, no doubt. The chemical force, this force is called the chemical bond. Force is responsible, okay. Union of molecules, marker is actually a union or collection of molecules, gathering of molecules, gathering of molecules, and molecules are actually a gathering of atoms. I had already given you the answer of this question. Why? Why? Because why molecules are gathering and why atoms are gathering and making a molecule? Because they want to enjoy, they want to come in a balanced state. They want to come in a balanced state. That's why the simple answer of this question, they want to enjoy the balanced state. In atomic forms or atoms are in random state, they are in an unbalanced state. In an unbalanced state. In which form? In atomic form. In atomic form. Suppose, let's take an example. If you gather some hydrogen atoms, hydrogen, in a beaker or cylinder or vessel, you have gathered some hydrogen atoms. These hydrogen atoms are in an unbalanced state somehow. Then what will they do? They will get unite and make molecules. They will get unite and make molecules so that to enjoy a balanced state. Got it? So, this is a brief lecture of lecture number 14, why molecules get unite and why atoms get unite and make molecules. This is the reason. Maybe you take it as a philosophical explanation of this, but it's not a philosophy, it is really a science. I request you to watch my video again. This is the reason why the things are happening around us. This is the reason, because all these things want to enjoy the balanced state. That's why we can see the combination or the collection of atoms in the form of molecule or in the form of a marker, the collection of molecules. Why? Just because they want to enjoy the balanced state. Are you getting me? Now, what is actually happening in these molecules and in these atoms? In these atoms, you know very well about it that whenever they get unite, there is a force which hold them together, and this force is called the chemical bond. And in these two atoms, both these atoms are sharing their electrons and making which type of chemical bond? The covalent bond. the covalent bond. This is the detail you already knew. Got it? And in some other cases, ionic bond, in which the electrons are being transferred from one atom to another atom, for example in sodium chloride. Got it? So this is the reason why atoms get unite and make molecules, and this is the reason why molecules get unite and make things, why formula units get unite and make things, why covalent networks get unite and make things. Just want to attain the balance state. Got it? Hope to see you again in lecture number 15. Okay, take care of yourself. Again, no like, no subscribe, only share.